The majority of the Asheville area's gas arrives through the 5,500-mile Colonial Pipeline. Gov. Cooper signed an executive order in response to the temporary shutdown, and said the state of emergency will temporarily suspend motor vehicle fuel regulations to ensure adequate fuel supply throughout the state. Crude oil is processed at Gulf Coast refineries in Texas and Louisiana, then shipped to storage terminals, including one in Spartanburg, South Carolina, the closest terminal to Asheville. There is no word on when the pipeline will be operational, according to a press release from AAA Carolinas. On May 9, interest in gas shortages and price hikes peaked via Google search in the Carolinas and in Georgia as people sought information about potential shortages. The main thing experts want you to know: don't panic. That was the message from Tiffany Wright, spokeswoman for AAA Carolinas, who acknowledged some shortages and price hikes could plague the Asheville area. But Wright said any current shortages are driven by people rushing to buy gas. People hear something and panic, she said. We're not seeing shortages or bagged pumps. It's still early, but what I will say is that we do have ample supply even though the Colonial Pipeline is responsible for 45% of the fuel going to the East Coast. Subscriber exclusive. Welcome to Asheville, highest cost of living in North Carolina, but with low wages at Ingalls. CFO Ron Freeman said some of the supermarket's gas express stations are seeing short supply and even occasional outages. With gas stations in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia and Tennessee, Ingalls purchases gas in large volumes. I visited our Swannanoa store at lunchtime and there were a few more cars than usual at the pumps, Freeman said. We are working non-stop to procure fuel for all our stores that have a gas express and hope the pipeline is fully operational as soon as possible. At City Stop number 105 at Sweeten Creek Road, Jessica Alcocer said the store had been out of gas since about 2:30 p.m. She said more was coming, but she did not know when. Everyone's panicking, she said. The reserves are still full, and we have deliveries still scheduled, that's what I know. Unfortunately, price hikes are seemingly inevitable, Wright said. AAA forecasts gas prices to climb this week in reaction to the shutdown. In the Carolinas, impacts will vary regionally. This week, North Carolina's gas price average increased by 6 cents, she said. Gas reached approximately $2.73 per gallon May 10, 10 cents more expensive than in April and $1.06 more than a year ago, she said. And I would not be surprised if we woke up to higher prices at the pump in the morning, she said. Asheville's status as a year-round destination means gas prices are already high and should get higher. Unfortunately, prices tend to tick a tad bit higher there than in other areas, she said. For now, she said, the best thing to do is be conservative about gas use.